visuals, and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Pokemon Thursday, the day of the week we talk about why this type of clothing, this material, whatever it's called, makes me sweat like such a fat fuck. I know I'm fat, but why in this? I'm supposed to love this. This is an icon, a symbol I love, and just sweating it. Really, we're not going to make you guys talk about my gross pits. Talk, of course, about Pokemon, but more specifically, we're here to talk about the baby Pokemon. Now, I don't think we've ever really spoken too much about the world of the baby Pokemon inside of Pokemon. Baby Pokemon were a mechanic they kind of added in, basically, in Generation 2 to give already established Pokemons like the Magmars, like the Electabuzzes, a form and have the whole thing of research of eggs and Pokemon hatching from an eggs and all that stuff. And as well, there are baby Pokemon I didn't know qualified as baby Pokemon, which is just fucking stupid. There's some point I'm thinking, I didn't realise you were in the baby Pokemon category. I learn something new every day, plus it doesn't help that I am thick as fuck. Massive Lord of the Rings fan. I quite literally have the necklace on constantly, with the One Ring and all that. And I'll probably tell you in 5 years, I'm like, oh, the Lord of the Rings were all about a ring, really? Jesus fucking Christ, I'm that thick. But yes, we're here to count down my top 5 favourite baby Pokemon, so please, visuals, let me know in the comments below your 5 favourite, or however many favourite Pokemon, baby Pokemon, in the comments below. But I'm going to quickly point out, right, please let me know, did you have any idea that these were baby Pokemon? Because I had no idea. The likes of, I can say these because they're not part of the list, like Chingling, Budew, Riolu. I didn't realise they were baby. I knew they were small and looked baby versions of their like their evolutions, but I thought they were just small like a traditional, like Charmander is just a small baby version of Charizard, but Charmander isn't a baby Pokemon. But these lot are classed in it. I have no idea how I've overlooked that. I have no idea how I've become such a shit Pokemon fan not knowing that. So you're going to have to let me know in the comments below. Did that go over your head or not? Like I said, I really want to know your favourite baby Pokemon in the comments below. Is it a cool mechanic they added when they did the whole Johto stuff with, hey, we're researching about eggs and that. Did you like the baby Pokemon being introduced? I definitely have a massive nostalgia towards the baby Pokemon because I can see it on the old game guides, the old cards, the old artwork and stuff. You can see the babies doing their stuff and that. So I definitely have a bit of nostalgia towards that, but I don't really think the baby Pokemon are like some of my favourite shit inside of Pokemon. But we've not really spoke about them, so we're doing a list. Without further ado, let's get crack-a-lacking with my 5 favourite baby Pokemon. Off at number 5 is Pichu. Now, I think Pichu's cemented in my head because of the line it's a part of, because Pikachu's not one of my favourite Pokemon. Raichu I really love, but it's probably not in one of my top 20 Pokemon, but I still really love him. But I think because of the nostalgia of Pichu and the iconic, like I said, line that it's part of, and just seeing the art, like again, seeing it in my head, the old artwork and whatnot, and seeing this pre-evolution, like Pikachu's got a pre-evolution, what the fuck is going, being my little stupid Dan kid head getting absolutely blown, like what the fuck is going on? It's sort of cemented in there. So when I think about baby Pokemon and stuff, I quite often think about the Pichus. They're not on the list, but I think about like the Cleffers and the Igglypuffs and whatnot, but like I said, they're not on the list. But I do think about that sort of category and that sort of group of baby Pokemon. So kicking us off, it's Pichu. 4 is Elekid, and I absolutely adore Elekid. Elekid is so much fun. Now, I just said about Pokemon and baby Pokemon not being up there for, you know, like, oh, the category of I love in the world of Pokemon. But Elekid kind of escapes that a little bit because Elekid is so much fun. The way that he would swag his little arms around, the way that he looked like he had his little pits that you could plug into the wall and charge up and whatnot. Plus, Electabuzz was always fun, and Electivire is super duper fun. So he's now already part of a really great line as well. Iconic look, iconic design. The yellow with the very strong black of like the electric symbols and shit like that. Super fun, super cool, super amazing. I tried so hard when I was a kid to get my hands on an Elekid inside of the game, and I couldn't work out for the life of me how I was going to do it. And I was like, oh, because all the mechanics were there, it told me how to do it, and I was like, how do I get an Elekid? Where's an Elekid? I was on the hunt for an Elekid when the games first come out. I didn't want to use it or anything, I just wanted to have one. It's such a fun Pokemon, so Elekid. Right, another one, I couldn't say it before because it's part of the list, it's Toxel. No friggin' idea, Toxel. I kind of get it because the way that it sits, it does look like a little toddler chilling in like a fucking, what do you call it, in a nappy, just like, it hasn't got a nappy on, but you get that vibe. But you don't get a vibe of baby. I get a vibe of like 3-ish, 2-ish. I don't know what age kids aren't supposed to be in nappies anymore. What age were the Rugrat kids? Because Tommy was in a nappy for what, like, fuck. Tommy also from the Rugrats looked like an old man at the same time. It was fucking weird. But yeah, Toxel, I love some Toxtricity, an amazing introduction, inclusion into the world of Pokemon. Fell in love with him straight away, and I love Toxel. Toxel is absolutely phenomenal, and Toxtricity is phenomenal, so just because I love that line, regardless, like I said, I didn't know Toxel was a baby Pokemon. It was always going to be on the list. As soon as I found out it was a baby Pokemon, I was like, oh yes, fucking hell yeah, chucking that in. But before that, it would have made a top list of some kind anyway, so Toxel. Tyrogue. Now, Tyrogue's a badass. Once again, though, just like Toxel and stuff, no idea it classes a baby Pokemon. But Tyrogue is so much fun. And the most fun thing about it is the way that it evolves. Obviously, you get the new evolution when you play Gen 2 for the first time, Hitmontop, or you can get a classic like Hitmonchan or Hitmonlee, depending on which stats better and whatnot when it evolves, or if it's balanced to Hitmontop and stuff. Hitmontop is absolutely great, but Tyrogue is so much fun. I love the way that he runs about in his little animation, doing his thing and whatnot. But to have this baby Pokemon and get it and turn it to quite a badass, pure fighting type Pokemon of, depending if you want the kicker, the puncher, or the Spinaroonie doing his, kind of reminds me of that Brazilian dance sort of fighting thing. I don't know if that's what he is inspired of, but that's what I get the vibe from. So to be able to get him, because I think, where do you get him from again? Somebody gives you to him in a cave, don't they, in Gen 2, if I remember correctly. What's the name of the fucking cave? I feel like he's in the far bottom right of the cave as well. But he's given to you once you've done some waterfall and surfing and shit like that, if I remember correctly. But Tyrogue, fucking little legend. Number 1 is, of course, Munchlax. Once again, didn't realise it qualified as a baby Pokemon. I genuinely thought the baby Pokemon were just a Pokemon you get that coming out from the eggs and all that stuff. Had no frigging clue. But anyway, there you go. The more you know. There you go. What the fuck am I saying? It's Munchlax. I fucking love... Right, I adore Snorlax. Snorlax is one of my favourite Pokemon. Snorlax is one of the most iconic and legendary and badass Pokemon of all time. So when you're going to give me a pre-evolution, I'm already going to love that little fucker. Seeing him... Because he's already... just a big, like, out of all the babies, he's like the biggest baby. Well, it feels like he's the biggest baby. And just going on already stuffing his face with his little energetic, wide open eyes and shit until eventually he becomes an old fat man who's like, I just want to fucking sleep and eat. It feels like young Dan being like, yes, play around, full of energy. I'm still fat, but go around. And then it evolves into regular Dan, just like, I want to eat and sleep, please. Can I please eat and sleep? Like, I'm going to go to the Newcastle game. Well, at the time of recording, the season hasn't started yet. But I'm going to the first Newcastle game. And I can guarantee I'm going to finish that game. And I'm going to leave, get in the train and be like... Whereas years ago, I'd have been like, hey, party, come on. Now I'm going to be like, kids, can you keep it down, please? I'm going to be like that. It feels like Munchlax is the story of me. And I've got a couple of Snorlax plushies. I'm looking because they're on the shelf over there. But I don't have any Munchlax plushies. So, once again, once the OnlyFans starts, if you want to donate Munchlax plushies as opposed to money, I'll take that. But Munchlax, number 1. I fucking love that little fucker. Visuals, my 5 favourite baby Pokemon. Once again, please, in the comments below, did you have any fucking idea? Chingling, Budew, Toxel, Munchlax, any of them were baby Pokemon? If you did, I have no idea where I've been at all this time. Please let me know your favourite baby Pokemon in any order or whatever you want. If you love the fact that baby Pokemon were a thing and eggs and all that stuff, let me know anything you want to let me know in the comments below. I will definitely get it read because we get like 2 comments anyway, so it's not like I'm gonna, oh, I missed it in all the comments. We only get a couple, so I'll be able to definitely read it and we can hopefully get a conversation going. But more importantly, visuals, thank you so much for watching. You guys are literally the fucking best, but we'll always keep being you and keep on, keep it on. I was very stiff there.